Today we are going to Voltaggio, situated in the mountains between Piemonte and Liguria, to meet Alfredo Schiavon.
We are accompanying him on his day in the field, and Alfredo has brought the equipment for us. Alfredo is a biologist, and he is working on the Morsone stream for a project conducted by Leibniz Institute of Freshwater Ecology and Inland Fisheries in collaboration with the Free University of Berlin and the Politecnico di Torino.
Why is he working here?
This river is important because it's a not regulated river. It has a low anthropic impact and it presents the typical community of the fish of the upper part of the Apennine rivers.
Alfredo's research aims to study the movement patterns and the use of habitats by some freshwater fish.
The first part of his work was to map the river habitats. The study covers a stretch of 900 meters of river, and Alfredo has divided it into 83 fluvial subsections. 83 hydromorphological units: pools, rapids, steps, riffles.
The second part was to apply a tag, a tiny processor, to two different species of fish, both endemic to Italy. Telestes muticellus, a very common fish, and Barbus caninus, a fish classified as endangered.
Why has he chosen to study these fish?
Freshwater ecosystems are an hotspot of biodiversity, a large variety of species, and many of them are still not enough studied. Most of the endemic species that we have in our rivers have not been studied in depth from the perspective of their ecology, their life cycle, their habitat preferences and swimming abilities, compared to other flagship species that have a relevant economic interest, for example, salmon or even eels.
In two different campaigns, he tagged around 600 fish.
For more than a year, Alfredo has been coming here every 2 or 3 weeks, with snow in the winter, in sandals in the summer, and in the rain, just like today.
He scans the river's 900 meters with his portable antenna, his fish detector. When a fish is within the range of the antenna, it emits a signal that Alfredo reads on his smartphone, allowing the fish to be identified.
Every time the antenna rings, we make a note of what fish we have found, where it is today in the river, and at what depth. By now Alfredo knows the river stone by stone, and he knows some fish individually, anticipating where we will probably find them today.
Fish are often hidden, and even if the antenna detects them, we cannot see them.
Alfredo tells us that he once followed a fish which showed strange behavior. He couldn't see it, but it moved in an unusual way.
Then he realized a snake had eaten the fish and the tag, and he was actually following a snake.
In addition to the position of the fish, Alfredo records the general data of the environment each day: the water temperature, the amount of water.
Little by little, by collecting all this data, we learn how these fish inhabit the river at different times of the year and at different moments of their lives.
This is a job and also a passion for Alfredo, along with the one he has for music. Alfredo is also a hard rock bass player.
The study is important because, firstly, because we are fascinated by fish and we want to learn more about them. Then there is limited information about these endemic species. So we want to fill the gap, the knowledge gap, to have a wider understanding of their habitat needs. This is important because the final goal will be to enhance the conservation effort and to promote the sustainable management of riverine habitats.
Foi marinheiro, foi os peixinhos do mar. Foi foi, marinheiro foi, os peixinhos do mar, que me ensinou a morrer, que me ensinou a morrer. Foi, marinheiro foi, os peixinhos do mar. Foi, marinheiro foi, os peixinhos do mar, que me ensinou a cantar, que me ensinou a cantar.